It is so hard to live for me for a gazillion reasons. I was just thinking as I'm listening to music regarding the Vietnam War and the idiocracy of war period. I'm afraid to take a shower sometimes. I'm always afraid on some level to go out. Times like this, it's horrible. But nevertheless, I was thinking with what I consider intelligence, the uselessness of what happens within the realm of someone who's had 65 years on Earth. And with trying to be pragmatic about it, but if you'd fill in about an eternity worth of excruciating pain for each subject, I'd appreciate it, because I'm paranoid, schizophrenic, borderline personality disorder, whatever it is. I hear voices chronically since age 6. Hallucinations since age 6. Hospitalized over 20 times against my will. Which is the stupidest idea. Please start to learn that less is a lot more. Give people, a few people like me, give someone that's the Anne Bancroft in the Miracle Worker movie, just a few AVKs. Because we're many in one. How can't you understand that? You have one room of 30 kindergarten kids. Yeah, one room. Hey, you just got one room, right? You put someone like me in the psychiatric ward? I've been beat up and all, but I know what's going on, and I'll do anything to get into the quiet room, quarantine, anything. I gotta get away. I have enough semblance to know how evil I am, but somewhere within me, I don't lash out in fighting. So I'm very vulnerable. Break property faster than it can be put down. But I'll damage things because I fucking hate materialism, and I know it hurts people deeply. That's very evil. It's horribly evil. I want to smash everything about them, but I just smashed their property. I'm a sick fuck. My point is, you don't put us in with other people that are many people, or one quote-unquote person that's out of their mind manic. Because I'm fine China. Does anyone ever listen to that? I've been saying that for over 20 years. People around me have no sensitivity. None. No fucking sensitivity. I tell them I'm paranoid schizophrenic. In some ways, I've seen that miraculous with people on the phone that are like SSI and, you know, the banks, and if I got to call up for an order for something, I find that's excessively helpful. Say, listen, I'm in a fucking mental wheelchair, please be gentle. I have to tell them my award, some of them, so they go, ooh. TurnAFrownAround.org. I was screwy, screwy Drewy, but Drew Horn, go to the videos. Set up an organization to end loneliness. I haven't succeeded. I've tried aggressively 3 times from age 46 to 65 now. Turn a Frown was 11 years, 7 months and 4 days. Everyone else would say it was a major success. Well, thank you for giving me an award for saving 3 people when there's over 2,000 people in a fire. That's kind of stupid, don't you think? Anyway, the idea was sound. I'm not. And it was built with too much desire to be famous. Me. And I then became exploited among the mentally ill because I'm a success story, and then I lied, the medication's working. It's crazy. And my voices are my best friends. I'm settled with that now, but I couldn't do that. So after I'm the CEO, win 12 awards, voted the most influential person in America by Eli Lilly's pharmaceutical company out in Illinois. They give us $10,000, all this stuff because I wanted to be Dr. Patch Adams. Look at that movie. There's a man to emulate. Anyway, it's very hard for me to live. And I was thinking about the phrase that we live to forget. Because time heals all wounds. But we have to wake up. So we have more regrets and frets to forget. Because time heals all wounds. I was fucked in the ass for over 2 years, or up to 2 years, by a camp counselor. My father died in my arms. My mother was evil, paranoid, schizophrenic with way too much money. My brother abandoned me. Wow. I'm homeless at age 15. I came from a pampered, secure background, and I'm a declawed cat. It's really bad. So that's just up to age 15, what I told you. And I'm fine shining voices and so I have 65 years of post-traumatic stresses. Because I'm fine china, it's like the most acute hearing. You hear this, but somebody with the most acute hearing is like turning up one of the greatest outdoor tailgating party speaker systems that they use for massive rock. And turn it to the highest volume, and that's the way I feel things. I didn't ask to be born. I don't know where I was 20 years before my mother and father decided to get it on. Surely don't know where I'll be when I die. But on the interim, I have so much. So the concept is 65 years. And I don't forget. I just build up. Like 65 years of constipation and bloating. Time heals all wounds. I'm a bleeder. Mentally. You get it? So time doesn't heal any wounds. They're always fresh and open. But just more. So I want to sleep more than anything else. I fear death. Because I fear the God who created all this shit. God's going to change after I die? Really? I don't think so. Scary. Well, there's goodness in the world to taunt the endless amount of poverty and injustice and horrors. The issue is we need a world with no pain and suffering on all dimensions, on all galaxies, for all spirits and all species. And you hear that and you go, ooh, go, 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 go. I'm not going to defend the fact that life is more than we understand it, but it's a lot bigger than whatever your religion teaches. God likes conflict and suffering and horror. Point is, I'm afraid of death, even though I've seriously tried to kill myself, because I just figured, well, I just take my chances, because when you're in, it's that bad, it's just, well, okay, you're not rational. You're just freaking out. I got to get out of this place. So when you're just more logical about, if you really think you're dead, or you're always going to a peaceful existence afterwards, suicide almost makes like, what are we staying here for? I just think God doesn't change, so It's just like, I can't, I'm drowning in earth, so I gotta go. But when I'm not that, point is, generally the gods leave me alone when I sleep. I've always told people I dream awake. It's a kind way I put it. I don't know fucking things the voices tell me, but my jailers are my best friends. Just that I can't exist within the real world. I see a few people who seriously just take care of me enough. My wants are very minimal. It's just the point is I just need peace and safety and just to make sure my wants and needs. But, it's better that you call Hitler and just get rid of me. I'm a lot of work. Obviously, it's worth the effort, even though I won 12 awards. And I push people away. They can't get close. They gotta be really unique now. It's bizarre. Anyhow, my point is, the gods are generally kind to me. When I give into long bouts of deep depression, and I still do, oh, it's horrible. That's just different than the voice. It's different than everything. It's just different than everything. There is no reason to live. None. But you don't have the effort to kill yourself. You don't have the effort to go to the bathroom. That's just like, oh my God, why is God cruel to me? Why did God create this? And I'm there. So, but anyway, all this shit and it compounds. So at 65, what I'm saying is sleep always has been the greatest solace. And I've come to the conclusion, like against most any other person, I'd rather be a robot. I don't want to feel. I don't think the earth experience, whatever your highs are worth all the lows, especially if, God forbid, you started to open your heart and feel the pain of other people. Then you'll get it. Nevertheless, no one's going to do that. Survival of the fittest, upward mobility. Yes, get all you can. He with the most toys wins. It's about me. I mean, it's a fuck them before they fuck me. Ha ha. That's the world I live in. I don't want to be here. So I go to sleep. So then I have an intelligent conversation with someone and go, I really wish I could just kill myself if I wasn't so... Well, would you just blow your brains out? I know I don't have a GED, but I did lecture at college. Why does not the quality of my life matter? I'm insane. I don't have enough people to love me, take care of me. It tortures me chronically, and that's the point. I'd rather be asleep. So I say, well, sleep so much, whatever. But then I wake up, and that's the gist of my whatever indigestion of emotion I was going through when I thought of, like, whatever I just said, the thing of, time heals all wounds. But we have to wake up and remember all of the regrets. I do. I've had more therapy than most people I know. I was chained to a wall at 19 fucking years of age. Now, mental health system has gotten 100% better than that, and 110% worse. Because it's a business. We're consumers of mental health. We provide mental health services. Wow. Oh, Jeff, can you just deliver a few things? Service. Thank you. Huh. They don't care. It's a job. It's corporate. It sucks. It's efficient. Listen, normal humans are just... just makes it worse because the lifeboats that they send me have so many holes in them. I'm drowning anyway, and then you say, why bother? But then you're in a system that says if you want your under $10,000 for the entire year, I think it is. I could be wrong with that. I get, what is it, 789 and 45.25. That's it. That's it, folks. Man. So you gotta do things, you go through hoops. So you can just get the crumbs of society that many taxpayers begrudge, but they can't just come out and go, hey, let's join the Nazi Party and sweep them out. Get rid of at least a third of Americans. It's definitely just too much work. I mean, Hitler just faced the issue. Now, his prejudices, insanity, and his Aryan race, and all of that was, oh my God, it's just so horribly horrible. But his concept was, too, we got to get rid of them, wackadoos. So just clear them out so we can just be what we want to be. Well, believe me, middle Americans and above, you kind of have your own Aryan thing going, and they're always complaining about us homeless bums and mental patients, and, oh, boy, let's meet a Republican that will really care. They have to sell their souls to be a Republican in my book. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I wanted Bernie Sanders. It's a bad day for me. He just announced he's not going to do it. That was one of his rallies when I was homeless in Pittsburgh. A social worker and her husband, they took off of work, and I was a real crazy guy, and I was so happy. Bernie. Point is, America's great because America's good. When America ceases to be good, it'll cease to be great. That's on our Statue of Liberty. Unfortunately, it seems to be on the backside. No one's interested. So all us from the backside, fuck us. And everything depends on money. How many times you watch something on the... Well, if you can't send money, they're going to die. You can't send money, they're going to have bad water. Yeah, so let's get rid of this concept. Does anybody realize that it completely destroys compassion? And if it is what the consensus is of the generalizations from the helicopter of religion, that God wants to know how much you cared and sacrificed, like a 9/11 firefighter, like a medic who doesn't carry a gun, that kind of intensity, a Mother Teresa, on, you're willing to, the greatest love is willing to die for someone else. I'm going to die anyway, so let's bury my seed so fruit can come from it and mean it with... not because I want to be a martyr, but I want to help, and blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe if we all purified our souls and we just got rid of the golden calf, maybe in society work from compassion out, maybe God would change human nature. But the point is, God hasn't, and the world is horrible, and I have to wake up every day. And people are mad that I want to be dead. What are you doing to make it better? And that's, why should you? 2/3 of anybody watching this are going, I'm down in the hole with you, man. Take it easy. I know you are. I know you are. So, next time you get all spiritual, like you're evil and horrible because you just don't want to live anymore, just could you take a few steps back and think about it? I have 65 years of wounds that don't heal. And I wake up and create more wounds that I know won't heal, to compound the wounds that are. And I'm a bleeder. And I've had so much therapy. I could really teach. I have to say this on this tape. The very last thing I ever did, the second to last thing, you can Google it. 2013 Voice Award Acceptance Speech, Drew, D-R-E-W-H-O-R-N, Horn, Drew Horn. But after they flew me there, and my board is having this videotape, so the photographer was with me, and then there was photographers out in Hollywood, because that's where I got the award that Glenn Close and Rosalind Carter got, and we're becoming big, and I'm completely insane because I never told anyone I was paranoid schizophrenic. Because now everyone's so stupid. They think, oh, well, he's got bipolar. That's almost chic. It's a mood disorder. It just gets a little extreme. It works for the artwork and it's comedy. It's all right. We can put up with the ups and downs. You don't want a thought disorder, though. A paranoid schizophrenic. That's what I am. Always have been. I knew enough. They're not going to let this happen, even though I asked my therapist, who risked his license, all the rest of you call yourself therapists and psychiatrists. Just moving up the ladder. You can't wait till you write some thesis in some book and get a new award, new promotion. It's all bullshit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Just fuck you. Who wants to make the most out of who I really am and is smart enough to go, maybe there's an Albert Einstein in there. I'm going to nurture and love this thing. Look what they did for Stephen Hawking. They realized this guy's really can't do anything. But they said, wow, that computer up there, bah. Staff of, I thought, 10 people. Staff. Man could not do a thing for himself. Saw the value. But anyway, that's ain't happening now. For me or for so many like me. Anyway, the point is, would you want to wake up? 65 years of scars and bruises and blistering and sores and getting gangrene and you gotta wake up. When you went to sleep, it didn't matter. Nothing mattered. Nothing. You gotta wake up and do a lot of things just so that you can be physically healthy, seeing I had a heart attack and an esophagus perforation, and you have to do a lot of things for your mental health. And I couldn't even get a GED. I've been to 6 schools. I hear too many voices. I'm always distracted. I've been on more medications than you really could comprehend. For 9 years, I was very meds compliant. AMED. I used to say, AMED. Oh, AMED. It's no joking matter. I've tried. So, time heals all wounds. But you gotta forget the regret. So you go to sleep and you forget the regrets of 65 years. And you wake up. And by the end of the day, you have a few more sores. Always look forward to go to sleep. Please, euthanize me. I'm a lot of work. When in loneliness, if you help me, I promise there'll be dividends from that. Other than that, I'm an abused, rabid dog. Better be a snake charmer. Because I don't give a shit anymore, because no one gives a shit. I just give a shit about those that are just so. Oh my God. I would just step on them. Step on them to get to their jobs. No one sees something's wrong.